is it getting easier for first-time buyers?
Is it getting easier? Okay, well, let's take the case first for is it getting easier? Certainly last year, towards the end of last year, I would say yeah, because there was more supply, so there's more choice. I think we saw the premium come down, so you weren't having to pay the premium that you were having to pay for a property. And just looking now in our last house price report, which covers the period November, December, January, the sort of price versus the home report, you were at 101.6, so that premium was smaller. So again, for a first-time buyer that's really trying to scrape together a deposit, they didn't have to fund as much. So I would contest and argue that it's got slightly easier. I think this year already, the good news is we've seen a cut in the base rate, and we're now seeing mortgage rates below 4%. So in that respect, I think it's got slightly easier. My hope is as well, is that potentially first-time buyers have seen a little bit more of an increase in their salaries as well, because I know the Bank of England was a bit worried about wage inflation being at 5 and 6%. So if you're fortunate enough to be in a place where that's happened, potentially you're earning more, the cost of your mortgage has come down, and you're paying less of a premium. So there's some good indicators there, I think. And the other thing that we shouldn't lose sight of is there's less landlords actively buying property, because some of the government legislation has sort of deterred some landlords. And I think that may change, but there's a window still, I believe, where first-time buyers can get in first. I think landlords will start to come back now. There's been some changes, which we might get to later in the show. But yeah, sorry, that's a very long answer to a short question, mate.
No, I think that's really good to consider. I think not having to pay as much over the home report value is really important.
Yeah.
3-4 years ago, that premium was sitting much higher.
7-8%.
And even a year and a half ago, the mortgage rates were sitting much higher. So you're right. Buying a home is never easy, but it is definitely getting easier.
I think so.